campus, home of the Blue Demons. Mike Packard with Jay Billis here on ESPN. We have a great game for you tonight. Before the tip-off, let's go get the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. We'll start with the visiting team, the Washington.
The Huskies get the ball for the first time. How do these guys look to you, Jay?
Well, they do a great job of getting the ball to an entry position and running their offense. They find the open man, they put the ball on the floor and attack the basket. They can get a player going with their great passing and moving it from side to side. A great passing team.
And it's a system that has seemed to work for them, too.
Well, it's one of the keys to a good team is teamwork. These kids know that, and they know how to work with each other.
They push it up the court. Hen with the layup. The Demons are one of those teams that really make you work at both ends of the court.
You're right, Mike, and this is a really strong team down low.
And they really kill you with those offensive boards.
Sometimes 2, 3, even 4 shots in one possession because of their offensive rebounding strength.
The Huskies bring it up court with a 2-point lead. Pilgrim down low getting his position.
Get out there. Nice shot, Baller.
The Blue Demons take the ball up, down 4 points right now.
Switch him up.
Well, that time he showed the defense of what he was capable of with that move. He's got a nice little crossover, Mike. And right there, the defense couldn't really compensate. It looked like they over-pursued and then got burned on the cross. He gets them out of position and then gets the score. This is not a good way to help your team, Mike. Every possession counts, and you have to be aware of your position on the court at all times, especially when you're near that half-court line.
Unloads. Westfall lets it fly, but can't get the long three.
No luck there. You're never going to get that wide open again.
From long range, Hen can't drop the three, but this kid's a great shot. Brooks buries the inside shot. The Huskies looking now to take the lead to score tied as they bring it up. Pilgrim wants it down low. Alexander with the ball up top. Hen shoots it off the front of the rim short. Westfall missed it off the left side.
Great matchup going on inside there. Let's see if they can keep up that momentum back on offense.
Passes it back. With the J. Abram with the swish. The Depaul Blue Demons with a 2-pointer of this trip down. They can tie it up. Westfall has it up top. From the outside, Madeira picks up after the miss.
Somebody better block this guy out. He snags an offensive board with quickness, hustle, and determination.
He blows both shots at the line. 2-point differential between these clubs. Ellis with the basket to beat the buzzer. What a shot.
I used to say that would be one of the luckiest passes I'd ever seen, but there's no such thing as luck. They just did it right one time.
Madeira in the post, calling for the ball with the shot.
Watch the way he uses his height advantage here, Mike. He gets up over him, is able to extend his arms. There's no way this shot is going to be blocked.
Just has a perfect angle over the defender.
Yeah, nice spot on the mismatch there.
That's it.
The Huskies bring it up court with a 2-point lead. Puts it up. Ellis Misses from 10 feet.
That is a shot he always hits, but this time, no good.
The Depaul Blue Demons have possession, 2 down.
This is a great atmosphere with all these fans cheering on the home team.
Jay, you can't even hear yourself think in this building.
What'd you say?
We've got a tie ball game here. Kicks it back. The sophomore has position down low. Pulls up. Alexander couldn't dial that one in. Not enough to get it over the rim.
Good job guarding that open shooter. That was a heads-up play on defense.
For the triple. The senior forward grabs the miss.
Nice determination to bang those boards.
The Depaul Blue Demons get that one and have now scored 6 unanswered points. The Huskies could tie up the game with the score of this trip. Hen up top takes the shot. Alexander owns the offensive glass. Hen reels in the offensive board. The Demons with the ball, and we're all tied up. It's loose. The Blue Demons regain control. The junior off target with a three-pointer.
I can see why he took the shot right there. He had a clean look, but there was a lot of clock left. That's a play you wish you could have over.
From deep, Alexander snags the offensive board.
Boy, they're happy with that, aren't they, Mike?
They are really pumped up.
Boy, and they've got a lot to be pumped up about. This team is playing well right now.
Cotton with it up top. Abram gets called for the reach-in. That's his first foul of the game. Pushing it in. Ellis whistled for reaching in. That's his first foul of the game. Madera is asking for the ball down low. The Blue Demons are trailing by just a little bit here as we move through the first half. Jay, what can you say about their play so far?
Mike, it's early, but they've got a rebound. They're down, and they're down because they haven't grabbed defensive boards. They're giving up too many second-chance opportunities. If they do that all game long, they're going to see this lead get away from them. Close ball game in the first half, and that is a huge defensive rebound.
2-point differential between these clubs. Westfall almost got it to fall. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. He can't get the first. He misses them both.
This team has really done a nice job rebounding on both ends. They're not only getting position, but they're pursuing the ball relentlessly. That's what they need to do to try to control the momentum of this game. Keep grabbing big rebounds. I mean, he knocks it down like nobody's business. Mike, I really like this kid's game. He's got all the tools to be a great one.
The junior guard can't end the drought.
Switch.
The Washington Huskies score again, and that's 8 unanswered points. The Blue Demons are trailing by 6 and have the ball. For 3. Cotton can't put an end to the run this time. What a pretty assist that was.
And he's really racking up those assists right now. He's got a great awareness of where his teammates are on the floor. He's got eyes in the back of his head. The hoop and stops the run. Now let's see if they can get a stop back on defense. The Huskies with the ball. They're up 6 points. Puts up the tray. Pilgrim rebounds again. He's up to 7 now. The differential is 8.
inside shot. Jay, they got the bucket, and they're really competing tonight. This is a good ball game.
It really is, and they're getting the shots they want. They're doing that because they're working to get those good shots, moving the ball around and moving themselves. That's hard to guard.
And now has 10 points in the game. The Blue Demons are down by 8 with the ball. The Demons recover the ball and maintain possession. In low. Wants it in deep. Good basket there, Jay, and it seems these two teams are very evenly matched.
They are evenly matched. They match up well with each other, and they're both sticking with their game plans. This is anybody's ball game right now.
The Blue Demons get another bucket from the paint. The Washington Huskies have a slight edge on the scoreboard. They're up a few right now. They played well so far. And they've gone through most of the first half, and now these kids are looking forward to going to the locker room. What's going on the court in your mind?
Mike, they've gotten this lead in the first half by rebounding the ball very effectively on the defensive end. They're limiting their opponent to one shot. They need to do that in the closing minutes of this first half to close out a very impressive rebounding performance. Boy, the band's really getting into it tonight.
And they got this place rocking.
I should have learned to play trumpet. I could have gotten a better seat.
Puts up the three. The sophomore center with the rebound. He's increased his total to 8.
Boy, in a tight game late in this first half, that is a big defensive rebound. Going up with both hands off 2 feet, really boxing out hard. The basket counts. The defense got a hand on it on the way down. He took the risk, and it certainly didn't pay off.
Goes inside. It's knocked away.
Stay tight inside.
The Huskies get that one and have now scored 6 unanswered points.
Well, that's another big basket for this team, and if you're the other team, you've got to feel a little demoralized right now. Being down double digits going into this point of the first half is awfully difficult.
The problems for these kids continue late in the first half, Jay.
And, Mike, the deficit's just getting bigger and bigger. This is where you have to rely on your defense to get some stops, and then your offense has to capitalize on that kind of play.
From outside, Alexander clears the board on offense.
College basketball, Mike, you don't see this kind of celebration for just any play. That was great basketball.
And, Jay, it's the best. You just love to see that kind of energy out there.
Now you have to get back and protect on defense. You can't be satisfied.
Inside shot. Parker drives it in and stops the run. Another difficult basket, and it's this defense that's doing it. They've made every possession hard tonight.
Well, they haven't been able to get the open looks they want. I think they've got to get more ball movement, better passing and better movement. It's not just bad luck that's affecting them here tonight.
From outside, they are really having trouble to get anything going.
And, Mike, this is where they need to look to their best players to try to get something going offensively. It's still early. They've got plenty of time to turn this around.
The Washington Huskies are leading by 10, and they have the ball. Ellis puts it in from 12. The senior forward with the inbound pass. The senior beat the buzzer. He just got it off in time. The clock runs out. We're heading to halftime. The score, 36-26.
Boy, the band's really getting into it tonight.
And they've got this place rocking.
I should have learned to play trumpet. I could have gotten a better seat.
Madera is asking for it in the post. Westfall, no luck on that shot. It was a tough look. Very alert to find the opening. How many assists is that?
That's 6 for him now, Mike, and he's finding the open man. And credit to his teammates, because when they get his passes right in the shooting alley, they're knocking down those shots and racking up the assists for him.
With the jumper, Westfall. Nobody guarding him, and he hits the open shot. Abram turns it over for his team. He went out of bounds with the ball. knocked loose. 10 points separate the teams. He shoots.
Boy, he's not happy about the foul right there.
I know he's not happy, but he needs to tone it down a little bit.
You've got to keep yourself under control. Arguing calls never benefits you as a player.
The Demons need a score here. They're down by 13. Shoots it. The Washington Huskies go to the 2-3 zone. Anything specific you'd like to call?
Well, you get into your zone offense here, Mike. You can run some sets against it, but I think what you really try to do is penetrate the gaps of this zone and then kick it to open shooters. You can get some open shots if you're patient.
Brooks reaching for the ball. Huge play. It's whistled. That's his first foul of the game. The sophomore center gets position down low. The inside shot. Ellis gets the bucket and the foul. It was a great shot, and he can add one more from the line. The margin between the teams is 14. Jay, that is so impressive, the consistency from this kid.
He continues to wow this crowd with big baskets. This guy has been dictating out on offense.
Goes for three. Has his shot take a wild bounce, but it falls through on the way down. What a lucky shot.
That's it.
The Depaul Blue Demons with a big deficit, down by 15. The junior guard adjusted and still managed to get it to go.
Boy, Mike, that was nice there. This kid may not be lightning quick with that crossover, but used it at just the right time and with just the right timing. He timed the move with just enough space to step up and make the play. Wow, Mike, this team is really performing well as a unit, and they're knocking their shots down. They've clearly got the advantage, and they're dominating. If they continue to hit shots, they're going to be tough to beat. That's the way to finish a defensive possession, with a strong defensive board.
The Washington Huskies, 15 points up with the ball. That's beautiful. Just check out the stats on these two guys.
Mike, that's where you look to your go-to guy every time down the floor. If he doesn't have it, that's when he can get other people involved. But when you've got a hot hand like this, you go to it until they stop him. Rebounding can make the difference in a game, winning and losing. And this team is absolutely dominating the glass. Just take a look at the scoreboard.
Alexander bricks an open shot. Westball sinks the basket and gets a trip to the line for one more.
He just goes over the top with that one. Look at that board rattle.
These clubs separated by 16 points. This is a big-time front line. Jay, they have a lot of talent up there.
Mike, really solid work in the paint. They're getting the ball inside. The big guys are getting angles. And give credit to the guards for getting the ball in there. When they get double-teamed, you can always kick it back out for an open jump shot.
And look at the numbers in the paint.
He would not let anybody come over his back on that one. He went up strong and grabbed it.
Delivers back, puts it up. Abram doesn't sink the leaner. No basket there. The game's starting to get away from them as they fall further behind.
You know, the adjustments they made at halftime, Mike, are just not working, or they're not being executed. So they need to look to some other kind of strategy right here, because what they're doing is not effective.
The Demons are in a half-court trap defense.
You've got to make good passes against this half-court trap. Guys have to present themselves as receivers, and then when they catch it, they've got to turn, face the defense, and attack, make good decisions.
From deep, Pilgrim now has a dozen boards in the game.
He went up hard off both feet, used both hands, and really pulled down that board with authority.
Double team. Blitz it with the pass. Puts up to Jay. The Huskies get that one and have now scored 6 unanswered points. The Demons with a huge deficit, a 22-point disadvantage. Ellis snares the rebound.
That's exactly the way you want to control the defensive boards.
The Washington Huskies are on a 6-0 run here. Shoots the fadeaway. The sophomore forward can't hit from the high post.
He had a good look, but the defense stayed on him really tight. That's a good matchup.
It's loose. The Huskies keep control of the ball.
Our team takes possession on the floor.
For 2. Cotton can't end the drought. The Huskies are continuing their great play tonight, Jay. It's been a one-sided matchup. They've got a big lead here, controlling the game as we move through the second half. Where have they excelled?
Well, Mike, as we go further into this ballgame, I've really been impressed by this team's defense. They've scored off turnovers, and that's staked them out to this lead. They've got to continue to remain strong defensively, make it hard for this other team to score, and especially keep them from scoring quickly. Good call from the ref there. He clearly reached in and reached across the body.
He goes up. Ellis connects from the line.
Boy, this is why you coach. A coach's dream. Ball movement, unselfish play, and 5 guys playing together as one. That's a nice job from this ball club. Playing together, Mike.
The Huskies are in control of the ball game up 24 points. 10 pass that one away, they lose it. You almost don't want to mention the score. 24 points separate these clubs. The Blue Demons will take a timeout there. Narra wants it in the post. It's loose. He's double-teamed. Abram passes instead for 3. Ellis, nobody guarding him, and hits the open shot.
This kid is really having a great game out there today. He's not only playing well, he's under control, and he's making the right decisions. Without this kid's effort, there's no way they'd have the lead.
Parker, a bit long, but he got the great bounce, and it fell in. Jay, they're playing him very loose out there. They don't seem to respect that shot.
No, they're sticking with the scouting report on this kid, Mike. They want to recover late to his shot because he's not a proficient outside shooter, but today he's having a miraculous day knocking those shots down. This kid has been doing a terrific job. It's fun to watch a guy having a great day.
Well, he's having a ball, that's for sure.
They get another basket in the paint, Mike, and that's been the main factor here tonight. They continue to pound the ball inside, and it's working very well for them. They get high percentage shots and the chance to draw fouls. Not really a perfect combo for the defense right there. They got crossed up on their coverage. They didn't really talk or communicate, and they didn't expect a decent shot and paid the price.
Switch.
Parker whistled for reaching in. That's his first foul of the game. The sophomore forward heads to the bench. Pilgrim wants the ball in the post. Gives it back. The ball's free. The Huskies regain control. Here comes the double team. Ellis missed it just off the left. The Demons got 25 points right now. They've got the ball across half court. Pilgrim is just one basket away from a double-double. The kid has been terrific all night. What a performance. The Washington Huskies are dominating the scoreboard as we wind down this ball game. Jay, what are you thinking?
Mike, this game has been dominated in the paint by this team. They've done a great job of getting the ball inside and finishing plays in the paint. That is great basketball. It's really put a lot of pressure on the opposing defense. A very nice delivery on this kid's shot. He is a pure shooter, and he knows how to get shots off quickly.
2 minutes.
Goes for the three. Blackett had his shot changed and couldn't get it down.
Boy, this is a tough assignment because this kid can really shoot it, and he's very good at getting open. But the defender stayed tight and prevented that three from getting up open.
Here comes the defense with the double team. The Huskies stick with the outside jumpers. Man, that was not an easy shot, and somehow they've been successful playing this way since the game started.
Yeah, Mike, the defense has been playing tough, but when the other team keeps hitting tough shots like that, you've got to stay focused and not be brought down mentally by the other team doing something spectacular.
And if you're on defense, you just hope it doesn't last much longer. Blackett has the ball up top. With the J. Launches the three.
You know, they got some defense on him, but it didn't do any good. He knocked the shot down anyway.
Just seemed to ignore the pressure and picks up three.
That's really solid perimeter play on his part. Great shot.
Pretty cool, isn't he? The junior guard just one assist away from a double-double. What a ball game.
Oh, what a great look. And the guy was looking for that pass as well. Both those guys on the same wavelength. Just the eye contact got it done.
Jay, when you play with somebody that's that good a passer, you really have to pay attention.
That's what's called making everybody better, and he did it with his passing ability. That's impressive.
There's 53 seconds left. It's knocked loose. Swipes the ball.
He pulls off another steal right there. He has lived in the passing lanes all night tonight, and this lead can be partly credited toward his defensive efforts.
For two, the home crowd really isn't happy. I think they expected a comeback. They haven't seen it.
Boy, right now it's a somber mood in this building, and the deficit is increasing. I think it's going to take something really big happening, a big play to get back in this one, Mike. Get some momentum.
The Huskies call timeout. Grant in off the bench, not a big minute guy for this team. Is tagged with a reach-in. That will be his second foul of the contest. The sophomore forward heads to the bench. Griffin gets the buzzer beater, and he just got it off in time. With the horn, this game is over, and the final score, 77-47. The Huskies were able to clobber their opponents here tonight, Jay. They really delivered an ambushing. What do you think the keys to the game for this team were tonight, other than the pure domination?
Well, I think they were able to force the tempo. They got into their running game. They were able to score a lot of easy baskets off their break. When you get out and run, you're going to have an advantage, and they really kept their opponent on their heels all game long. They kept them in their transition defense. They were having a hard time getting their defense set, and ultimately their ability to run the floor and convert was the difference in this ballgame.
Looks like he's our ESPN player of the game, Jay, and he deserved it too.
He shot the ball very well tonight, Mike, and he certainly earned this one with his great shooting performance.
That'll do it for tonight's game. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time for more college basketball action. For Jay Billis and our entire ESPN crew, this is Mike Patrick. Good night, everybody.